9, and hopefully we get those done, and I'll get you some skills. Ready? All right, can everybody see my hand? Yes? My fingers, is it kind of focus okay? Did that take focus? Okay, good. All right, so let's do this. All right, so number 6A, and this is again from test number 1. If you can go test number 1, and you can go to my website, Alberta's Math Help, and print this one. It'll give you exactly the same numbers I'm going to do today. So Alberta's Math Help, test number 1, it'll be just like these numbers. All right, so first one, f of x is equal to 5x plus 3, and g of x is 8x minus 9. Okay, so there's the original problem right there, f of x and g of x. And then they're going to tell you, add the numbers together. Okay, so f plus g of x, what that means is add f of x added to g of x. All right, this is what you're doing. Algebra 1, you say, what does that mean? It means add the first one to the second one. So is everybody okay with that first step, second step? So now I'm going to put the numbers in there. I'm going to put in f of x, which I know is 5x plus 3. And I'm going to put g of x, which is 8x minus 9, right there. So 5x plus 3, 8x minus 9. All right, so now this plus sign right in the middle is going to keep everything just like it is, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to get this, 5x plus 3 plus 8x minus 9. There it is. Okay, so now, if you have a calculator, you can use it. If you don't worry about it. Yeah, and by next Wednesday, everybody try to get a TI 8384, because next Wednesday I'll start doing the graph stuff. I'm not gonna do it today. I'm not gonna do it Monday, but next Wednesday, a week from now, I'll start using the graphing calculator. Okay, so bring one with you from somewhere. All right, can I add 5 and 8? How much is that? What is it?
13.
13x. And if I go 3 and I'm negative 9, how much is 3 and negative 9?
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Okay, that's my answer right there. Okay. So if you add them together, there's the answer. And for now, domain for this first problem, it's always going to be negative infinity to infinity. Just like a generic answer. So f plus g of x is right there. Add them together. Letters and letters, numbers and numbers. Okay. All right. Let's go to 6 letter B. This one says, same problem, f of x equals 5x plus 3, and g of x is 8x minus 9. This time it says find f minus g of x. Okay, all that means is take away. First one, take away the second one. That's all that means. It means f of x, take away what? The g of x. So in the f of x then, it's going to be 5x plus 3 minus 8x minus 9. Is everybody okay with step 1, 2, 3? So now, this minus sign, does it affect all these numbers right here? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, so the new numbers are a negative of a positive is a negative. Okay. And a negative of a negative is a
Positive.
positive. Okay, exactly. Okay. So everybody okay right there? So now, letters and letters together. Ready? Let's see. We have 5x and minus 8x. Give me a number.
Negative 3.
Yeah, 3x. And a 3 and a 9 together is a positive something. What is it?
12.
Well, okay, there's my answer right there. And again, like I said, domain right now, if it's a generic answer, it just says negative infinity to infinity. Any number you want to put in there, it works fine. Okay, so that's question number 6, letter B. Okay, everybody okay with A? Everybody okay with B? All right.
Yes.
Some skills, man. You got some skills. All right, I'm going to go question letter 6C. 6 letter C. This one says f of x, the same business, 5x plus 3. And g of x is 8x minus 9. This one says find f times g of x, which means f of x times g of x. So that means multiply the first one, 5x plus 3 times 8x minus 9. There you go. So to do 5x plus 3 times 8x minus 9, You can do FOIL or binomial polynomial multiplication. There's a bunch of words. Let me do it the way I do in my class, okay? The first number, see my finger right there? 5x times 8x. What do you think that is? What's 5x times 8x?
40x
Squared. That's right. Somebody say 40x squared. That's right. Now, leave your finger right there. Don't move it. And 5x times negative 9. What is that going to be?
negative 45x.
Right. Do it again. So 5x times 8x is 40x squared. 5x times negative 9 is negative 45x. Now, once you do that, I told my guys, okay, now move to the next number. There. So now it's 3, right? So 3 times 8x. Give me that number. 3 times 8x is
24x.
24x, exactly. And then 3 times negative 9 looks like it's negative 27. Okay. So now, we have all that stuff right there in front of me. So the only thing is only add the middle ones or subtract the middle ones. So this is 40x squared. Calculator, what is 24, positive 24 and negative 45? Is negative something. What?
Negative 21.
That's it. Negative 21x minus 27. Okay, it's done right there. So now, and again, the generic number for this domain, what numbers always work? Negative infinity to infinity. Those are the numbers that work for this problem. Okay, that's letter 6C. Okay. All right, I'm going to do that. 6 letter D is the next one on my list here. It says the same problem. F of x is 5x plus 3. And g of x is 8x minus 9. So now it's going to say find f over g of x. Okay, this is over here. This thing. So f of x over g of x. That means 5x plus 3 on top, on the bottom, 8x minus 9. So there's my answer right there. Put one on top of the other. Okay, now, the only thing about division is you can't have 0 on the bottom. Okay? I mean, I'll give you an example. If I say 0 over 3, the answer is 0. Okay? But if I flip it, if I say, how about 4 divided by 0? This is undefined. Does that make sense? Remember this from Algebra 1? 0 on top, that's fine. 0 under, undefined. So if this thing here in the bottom is a 0, it's going to mess up the problem. So the way you do this problem is you go like this. You set, over here. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to go 8x minus 9. Is it possible it can become a 0? Yes, there is one time it's going to happen. So 8x minus 9 at 9. At 9. These are gone. So 8x equals 9. And then divide by what? You tell me. Divide this and divide this. Give me some numbers to divide by. Got to get rid of the 8x. You just the 8. Just get rid of the 8. How do you do that?
Divided by 8.
Divided by 8.
So that means x is 9/8. So 9/8 if used is for sure going to mess up the bottom part of this. It's going to make this bottom what? 0. So this is the answer. X is never 9 over 8. So the domain of this problem is what? Just never use 9/8. That's all it means. Use anything you want, just don't use that number because it'll mess up this right here. Okay? So domain of this one, infinity. This one, that's the only thing that you have to say. Don't use that number. It'll mess it up. All right, so there's 6 A, B, C. So now we're going to use this. It's, well, A, B, C, D, E, E. E is next. 6 letter E. It says, let me see what it says on it. 6 letter E. It says f of x is the same problem. It says 5x plus 3. And g of x is the same problem. 8x minus 9. Okay. So now, this one says f plus g of x. Well, we know what that is. It's from the first one we did, the letter A1. And for that one, I ended up with 13x minus 6. So f plus g of x is this one right here. Okay. Now, let's put a number in there. So the number that I want you to do is f plus g of 3. That means you're gonna have to put a 3 right here, like that. So now f plus g of 3. I don't know. 3 times 13. What is that?
39.
39 minus 6. So f plus g of 3 is what number?
33.
33. Let's see. Okay. So after the 6th letter E. Okay. So now 6th letter F. F of x again is 5x plus 3. And g of x is 8x minus 9. This one said, what is f minus g of x? Well, if I look at my answer from before, and make my answer from before, it's a minus 3x and a positive 12. That's what it was originally. And in this sense, say, what happens when you put a 2 in there? So f minus g of 2 is minus 3 times 2 plus 12. So f minus g of 2. Ready? What's negative 3 times 2?
Negative 6.
So now f minus g of 2 is, I don't know, what is that number? So negative 6 and plus 12 is, what y'all get?
6.
6. Okay, that's it. 6. Positive 6. Let's go next one. E, F, G. Let me go letter G. Letter G is 6 letter G. It says f of x is 5 plus 3. G of x is 8x minus 9. So now, and this one was, let me find it. F times g of x, f times g of x, on this one it was 40x squared minus 21x minus 27. And this thing is going to go f times g of, what number do they want? They want a 4. Okay, so you're going to go 40 times 4 squared. You don't need that right there. Minus 21 times 4 minus 27. So f times g of 4, 40 times 4 times 4 minus 21 times 4 minus 27. Okay, so now on your calculator, I want you to do this. What is 4 times 4 times 40? Give me that on the calculator. What's 4 times 4 times 40? Do in the calculator. Don't do it in your hand. What y'all get? 4 times 4 times. How much? 640?
40.
And negative 21 times 4. Give me a number.
84.
Negative 84. And negative 27. And you put all these numbers in your calculator right now. 640 minus 84 minus 27 is exactly, give me a number.
529.
529. That's it. Okay, for that one. All right, so now f over g of x, and this is number 6, 8, is, let me get it mine, is 5x plus 3 over 8x minus 9. Okay, this one says put a 1 in there. So f over g of 1, 5 times 1 plus 3, 8 times 1 minus 9. So this is going to give you 5 plus 3, 8 minus 9. So it looks like that's going to be f over g 1. Looks like I have 8 over negative 1. Can I reduce that? Can I divide those two numbers? Yeah, if I divide a positive by a negative, what's the answer going to be?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. That's the answer right there. Okay. So that's 6H. Everybody okay? We left 6H? Yes? Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the next one. All right. Question number 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So now we're going to do number 7. It says find the difference quotient. Find the difference quotient. All right, so let's see what that means. And it's going to say f of x is equal to x squared minus 8x plus 5. So there's the original part right there. So just find the difference quotient of that thing right there. It is a formula. I'm just going to give it to you. It looks like this. X plus h, take away f of x all over h. This is called difference quotient formula. Just write it down. Don't memorize it. Just know what it looks like. All right. So I'm going to put all this stuff in here and let's see how it goes. So put a big line like this and the little one over here. Okay. Put a big parentheses and the little one. All right. So now f of x, this one right here, is that exactly this one up right above it? See, f of x is f of x, and then that's right here. So I'm going to put this right here. The old one is this x squared minus 8x plus 5. So f of x, this part of the function says this is what? That right there. Okay. So everybody okay with that first part? Old one? Now this is the harder part. The new, All right, the second one says put x plus h, all of it, inside there, and inside there. This x plus h now is going to go there and there and there. So it's no longer, now it's going to be this. And I'm just going to write it like this. See if you can see it. Squared. All right. So O1, there's a new one. Then this one has just x and x, but this one has an x plus h there and x plus h there. Where did I get this from? Right here. This one goes in there. This one goes in there. And this one goes in there. So the new, the old. Okay, this is like the hardest part of the whole thing. Okay, everybody okay with step number 1? All right, so now when you're in Algebra 1, high school land, x plus h squared means you do it how many times?
Twice.
Twice.
X plus h times x plus h. Okay, put the line at that. And negative 8 times x, give me a number.
Negative 8x.
8x. And negative 8 times h, give me a number.
Negative h.
8h, right? Okay. So now, and this sign minus right here, do you think it's going to affect all these numbers after it? Yes or no?
No.
Is negative sign. Does it change the first number? So negative or positive is
Negative.
negative. And a negative of a negative is
Positive.
Positive.
positive. And a negative or a positive is
Negative.
negative. Okay. All right. So we're right there. All right. So now I'm going to do FOIL, F-O-I-L, whatever you want to call it. Ready? I'll do slow motion. X times x.
X squared.
Where x times h. 1xh, yes or no?
Yes.
So x times x squared, x times h, 1xh. Now the next one. X times h again, or h times x, or x times h is the same thing. So another 1x plus h, or xh. The last one, h times h, give me an answer.
H squared.
H squared. And everything else, I'm just going to copy it, that one. All right. So right there. So now, let me, before I, don't look at this right now. Okay, when you were in first grade, long time ago, they had something called counting bears. You heard of those? The little red, yellow, green, purple, orange bears? Maybe you didn't have them, but they're there, okay? So if I have one bear plus another bear, that must mean I have 2 little bears. Does that make sense? Suppose you have more. Suppose you have 3 bears, and then somebody else gives you 4 more little bears in your hand. Then this person has how many? What's 3b plus 4b? Is it 7b? Think about it. 7 bears. So go back to this. What do you think 1xh and 1xh is?
2xh.
That's it. You got it. X squared plus 2xh plus h squared Okay, and a bunch of stuff is going to go away always on this thing. This different quotient, a lot of the stuff disappears in the next step. Ready? Let's start. X squared and negative x squared. You think those will cancel? Look at my fingers. Yes?
Yes.
Gone. And you think negative 8x and positive 8x will cancel?
Yes.
All right. And you think a positive 5 and a negative 5 will cancel each other out?
Yes.
What leftovers are this one, 2xh plus h second minus 8h over h. And I'm going to break it into a bunch of little fractions. This one over h, and this one over h, and this one over h. So now, can h divide 2xh? This one right here? What's going to be left over?
2x.
Exactly. And can h divide h squared up here? What's left over?
H.
And can h divide negative 8h? What's left over?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. So this is the answer right there. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I just got to change the number. We'll do it again because this is kind of a lot of steps. Yes, and later on when you can do all this stuff in your head. Not right now, okay? Not till December. All right. Same problem. I'm just going to change the numbers. All right, ready? So it's going to say find the difference quotient. This time I'm going to use big numbers. Híjole, it doesn't matter. X squared plus 10x plus 90. I'm using double digits. It doesn't matter what you have calculus anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, ready? So f of x plus h minus f of x over h. So big line, big parentheses, little parentheses. I know this one is x squared plus 10x plus 90. That's what goes right there. Now this one. Now it's going to be not x, but it's going to be x plus h squared plus 10 times x plus h plus 90. The old one, the new one's right here. Old and the new. Write that one down. So now I'm going to do FOIL. Ready? X plus h times x plus h plus, ready? What's 10 times x? 10x, okay. What's 10 times h? 10h plus 90, okay. Minus, this minus sign is going to affect all these numbers. So negative or positive is a negative. Negative or positive is a negative. And negative or positive, another negative. Okay, so now, go right there. So now I'm going to FOIL all this business out. Ready? So x times x. Somebody tell me that. What is that?
X squared.
X squared. Okay. And x times h.
1xh.
Right. And xh again. 1xh plus h times h.
H
Is that h
squared.
squared? Okay. And everything else, I'm just going to copy. 10x plus 10h plus 90. Minus it. Over h. So now 1xh and 1xh, is that 2xh again?
Yes.
So x squared plus 2xh plus h squared plus 10x. Where's my 10h? Oh, there's an h right here. Plus 10h plus 90 minus x squared minus 10x minus 90 all over this thing here. Now, x squared and x squared, you think those are gone where my fingers are?
Yes.
And what about 10x and negative 10x? You think those are gone right here where my fingers are?
Yes.
And what else is gone?
Positive 90 minus 90.
And that one's gone too. So you have left over is 2xh plus h squared plus 10h over h. And that's going to be 2xh over h plus h squared over h plus 10h over h. And if I reduce all this business here, first one, 2xh over h gives me what?
2x
And h squared divided by h gives me what left over?
h.
And the last one, 10h divided by h is what? The last one, this one here.
10.
10? Okay, 10. You're right, it's 10. You know what? Let me use little numbers. Maybe I'll use single digits because maybe double digits are too hard for y'all. That's okay. I'm gonna use same problem, single digits this time. Maybe I use little numbers. Maybe it'll be better, right? Maybe. Okay, let me do a same problem, little numbers. Let's see how it goes. 7.11111112. Just to make it. So it says same thing. It says find the difference quotient. And we're going to have f of x is x squared minus 2x plus 1. I'm going to use 2 and 1 this time. Single digits. 2, 1, 2, 1. All right. So there's a problem. In the formula, same thing again. F of x plus h minus f of x over h. There's the formula. Difference quotient formula. So now, big line, this, something goes here, and something goes there. All right, in the last one, what do you think goes right here in the last block? Somebody tell me.
The old one.
The old one, is it x squared, what else?
Minus 2x plus 1.
Right, that's it. The old one goes on the right side. Everybody okay with the old one? All right, on the left side, I'm going to put the new stuff. Not x anymore, but it really is going to be x plus h. The whole thing is squared. Minus 2 times x plus h, and then plus the 1. So the new and the old. Okay, everybody okay with step number 1?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now, step number 2, we do FOIL, right? Algebra 1 FOIL. All that means is x plus h times x plus h. So negative 2 times x, what is that going to be? Negative 2x. And negative 2 times h, what is that going to be?
Negative 2h.
Correct, exactly, plus 1. Now, this minus sign right here is going to affect all these guys. Ready? So negative of x squared is negative x squared. And negative of a negative is a
Positive.
positive. And negative of a positive is a negative over h. All right. So now ready? I'm going to FOIL. FOIL. So x times x. Somebody tell me the answer.
X squared.
X squared. X times h. 1xh.
H.
And then x times h again. 1xh again.
Yes.
And then h times h.
H squared.
Squared. Anything else I'm going to copy? Minus 2x minus 2h plus 1 minus x squared plus 2x minus 1 all over h. So now, this one with the check marks, I'm going to add those guys together. So x squared plus, what is 1xh and 1xh?
2xh.
2xh plus h squared minus 2x minus 2h plus 1 minus it. That one minus 1. All right. So now, always, when you get to this place, bunch of stuff goes away. Ready? X squared and x squared, do they go away, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, gone. What about negative 2x and plus 2x?
Yes.
Yes. What about positive 1 and negative 1?
Yes.
Yes. So we have 2xh plus h squared minus 2h over h, leftovers. Break it up, 2 fractions, 3 fractions. This one, and that one, and that one. So now, let's go from there. So first one, 2xh over h, what does that become right here?
2x.
Yes, done. Next one, what does h squared over h become?
H.
And the last one, what does negative 2h over h become?
-2.
Negative 2. And that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. That's the answer. All right, here, let me do 10 more of these so y'all get it, okay? I'm kidding, I'm not gonna do that. You can go to my math lab and do them yourself, okay? Is that okay? I say yes. All right, so I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna go to the next question. Number 7 is done. I'm gonna say you have the skills. That's it, we're done. Let me go to the next question. 7 is good. All right, number 8, it says, a bunch of stuff. It's by x-intercepts, y-intercepts, domain, range. I just show you what that is. Okay. Okay, let me just do the graph. Number 8. Okay, ready? It's gonna be a picture. Let me look at this picture. Okay, it looks like this. This dot. It says go to the right. One space to the right. And then there's a dot there. Got it. And it says 1, 0, go up 1 dot. Okay, right there. I'm just drawing it from my paper. So your picture will be a little bit different when you do it in my math lab because it'll just kind of move the numbers around. And then the last one's negative 3 and 1. So it goes 3 and 1. So it goes like here somewhere. The other one is 3 and 1 out here. Okay. So kind of looks, you know what it looks like? If you probably never been here, but there's a place called Whataburger in San Antonio, and they have hamburgers there. Okay, and it has a big W in the front. Ask your mom and dad; they'll tell you where it is because you probably don't know. But it's called Whataburger, okay? And it's like everything there is orange. You know, one of my favorite colors, orange, like orange shirts, orange jackets, whatever, and red also. But okay, so now here is the picture. This number right here, it said it's negative 3 and up 1 space. This number here is 3 and up 1 space. And it says this number here, on my paper, it says it's negative 1 and 0. And this one is positive 1 and 0. And it says this number here is 0 and up 1 space. Okay. So that's what it looks like. It's like a big W. I could tell you if you go to Whataburger, get one for that. And here's a question for you. This is nothing to do with this thing, but I was thinking about Whataburger, okay? At 2:34 a.m. on Saturday night, you're talking to your best friends, right? Your 4 best friends in San Antonio, and you tell them, hey guys, you know what? I'm kind of hungry. I want to go eat something at 2:34 a.m. on Saturday night. Is Whataburger open? Yes or no?
Yes.
You get whatever you want at that time? Yes. So when I go at that time, I usually order a double meat, double cheese, double bacon. Hey, it makes it better. Okay. Bacon, B-A-C-O-N, I guess. And I water size everything. That way I get more onion rings, more stuff, more bigger drink. Okay. And I got to you right now. Every time that I eat on Saturday night at 2:30 in the morning at Whataburger, it tastes better than the day one. Why? Why is that hamburger at 2:30 in the morning better than 12 o'clock in the afternoon? And I get, what's that?
Because half the time you're drunk around that time.
No, okay, that might be one of the reasons. For me, because you know what? At that time, that's when they have the best cooks.
Oh, yeah.
Best cooks are there. They make you Whataburger. You get that at 2:34 a.m. You get that Whataburger with everything on it and big giant onion rings and stuff. You eat it and go, man, this is really good. And then here's the thing: at 2:34 a.m. I ate this thing, and it was open, so I ate it. 20 minutes later, I say, okay, I'm done. Do you go home and exercise or sleep?
Sleep.
There you go. It's smart thinking. Forget about exercise. You just say this over. You say, you know what? I'm so tired and sleepy. I'm just going to go home and rest till tomorrow. Okay? Yeah. But I'll tell you right now, try it again. Try it. Saturday night at 2:34 a.m. Go get a double meat, double cheese, double bacon. One time I got this one. You try that triple? It has 3 meats, 3 bacons, 3 cheese, and it has all the extra lettuce, tomatoes, and junk in it. And then you eat this thing here. This is a lot of stuff. And it's only like $1.50 more. Okay, anyway, so you can try it out this weekend. Okay, let's go back to this problem. Let's go now that Waterburger thing's on. Okay, so domain, well, let me do this first. X intercepts. What that means is this is the Y and this is the X axis. What numbers are hitting the X line right here? I think this one is hitting it, right? -1 and 0. And also, I think 1 and 0 is hitting it also. So these two dots right here are -1, 0, and 1, 0. These are hitting the X line right here. Next question. Which numbers are hitting the Y intercepts? Which ones are hitting the Y line right here? Well, the one that hits it is this one right here. And this one right here is, what is it? 0 and 1. All right. So we get the X intercepts. We get the Y intercept. All right. Now the question they asked me, let me look at my thing. This is the domain also. Okay. Let's read what domain is. Domain just means left and right. Okay. So, and then I'm gonna put a little dot line so you can see what I'm gonna cut it off at right here, and I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. So I'm cutting off this picture. All right. So to the left and right. To the left, this picture goes all the way to what? -3. That's it, right? It stops right there. -3. And then it moves to the right. How far to the right?
3.
3. So it's stuck between -3 and 3. So domain is what? It's stuck in here. So does that make sense for domain? Left and right. Right there somewhere. So now the other magic word. Range. Range is the bottom of the graph to the top of the graph. All right. So the bottom of the graph looks like it's right here at 0. See right here at 0? It's stuck right there at 0. Then it goes up a little bit. So it's stuck right here at 0. And it goes up to what number?
1.
Yep. So it goes from 0 to, so from 0, what? Up 1. That's it. And it's trapped like this. Let me put some traps. It goes like this. And it goes like that. So, and again, domain is left and right. And then range is what? Up and down, like this. Does that make sense? Domain and range. That's all it means. Okay, everybody okay with domain and range right there? All right, so now let me look at the next question. It says on the thing. It says, when is this thing increasing? Increasing. All right, so think of yourself like this. This is you, and you're walking on this graph. So from here, are you going down the stairs? Yes or no? If you go this way. So it's decreasing. No, I don't want that. I want increasing. And then from right here, from -1, are you going upstairs now?
Yes.
Okay, so from -1 to what is it? To 0? It's going upstairs. And then from there, after that, what am I doing? Am I going downstairs again?
Yes.
Yep. I don't want that. And then from 1 to 3, what am I doing? Is it going upstairs now again?
Yes.
So from 1 to 3. So it's going upstairs right here, not there, upstairs right there. Does that make sense? See how I do the increasing? I'll give you an example of this. Let's say, stock market. All right, stock market, and we'll tell you what that is. Like you want to buy oil from Exxon or Dow Chemicals, you can buy stock if you have money. If you have $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, you can buy stock in Exxon or IBM stuff, right? Okay. And you probably, I know you probably do have that in your wallet or your purse right now, $10,000 cash. Okay. But there's probably some people that don't have that kind of money right now. That's okay. Don't look at it for now. I'm sure you have it. Don't even look at your wallets and stuff right now because it's in there. So now, what you do is this today when you get home, call grandma number 1 and tell her, Grandma, I'm doing a project for Palo Alto College and I need to borrow some money from you and just get, I don't know, $10,000 cash. Get it from grandma. She has retirement money. Don't worry about it. Get the money, and as soon as you get it, buy something, IBM stock or something. Okay, as soon as you buy the stock, can you start losing money on it? Can you start losing your money as you put in there? Yes. Can you also make more money? Yeah, so you can go down and up and down and up and down and up. It'll start, goes up and down. That's just the way it works, okay? So now, I did the increasing one. Now let's do the decreasing, okay? Decreasing. From right here, from -3, are you going down the stairs to -1? You're here. Are you decreasing right there? Is it going down?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's decreasing from -3
Yes.
to -1. And from there up, and then from 0 to 1, are you going downstairs again?
Yes.
So from 0 to 1, you're going upstairs. All right. So now that's all. We got domain range, x-intercepts, decreasing, increasing. And then the last question says, is this an even function? Is it evenly distributed like this? If you look at this picture, is this right here exactly the same as the one on the right side? If you cut it in the middle, you get the same picture in the left side, right side, like a big butterfly thing? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, it's even. If it's not, if it's off to the side like that, then it's not. But if it's like this, exactly like that, then it's even. It's evenly, this is half right here, and then this half are matching. Okay. Oh, I forgot this. And then also, when you go to tonight, when you go to Whataburger at 2:30, get this. This is my favorite. Lemon pie. And tell them, hey, maybe fresh new ones. No, I don't want those. Put some new ones in there right now. And it takes about 20 minutes. You can wait. But they'll be brand new, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, number 6. Is that okay with number 6? Domain, range, we're done. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to, I guess number 9. Oh, okay. All right, so let me draw the picture of number 9. Number 9, it says find the absolute, max and the absolute min. Okay, so it says find the absolute max, absolute min. All right, so they give you a graph. They're gonna give you a graph like this, and I just draw it kind of what it looks like. This from here, and it goes on to this spot right here, and it goes way over here somewhere, and it goes back down to right here somewhere. It goes like that. It's just a picture. It goes up, down, up, down. Okay. Think like this. Star market again. Star market. You got money from your grandma. You put it in the star market. You lost money. Oh man! But then after so many hours, you were making money. Yay! And then you start losing money again. Does that make sense? Win and lose, win and lose. All right. So this number is. I'm just gonna give you the numbers that they use. These 0, 3 belongs there. And it said that this one is 2 and 1. All right. Belongs there. And it said this one is 4, 7. This one. And it said this one here is 5, 3. Okay, that's the numbers they have on that particular graph. All right. So now this is a max. Because why? It's the high point. Then you keep going. You go lower, 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 lower. Oh, this is a min because it's a low point in the graph. And then what happens? Goes up, 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 up. Oh, that's a high point. This is a max right here. Does that make sense? And then you go here. Oh, that's another low point. This is a min again. Okay, so now it has a max right there, a min right there, a max right there, a min right there, right? But the absolute max, the highest one, forever is which one? Is it this one here, the 4, 7?
Yes.
Yeah, so 4, 7 is the max, absolute max. And the absolute min was the absolute, what's the lowest this graph ever went?
2, 1.
2 and 1. Yes. Okay, it went down and up and then down to this number, but this one is lower. So this is the absolute lowest one. This is the absolute what? Biggest one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And now this other word, local, min, and max. Okay, for those you can just put this. I think on this one they just said do the same thing. Local max, you can just say it's 4, 7 is also a local max. It's right here. And local min, it was 2 and 1. In other words, this is local max, local max, local min. In other words, they're all local means just it's in there somewhere. That's all it means. But there's always one. The lowest, the highest, the lowest, the highest. Does that make sense? All right. Let me do one more like this one. I'm just gonna change the numbers a little bit. Okay. And then I think if you can get the skills in this, I'll just do one more and then we're done. But if you go to Waterburg at 12:30, you know what? There's a lot of people there, isn't there? At 12 o'clock, other people from that oil field, from the Toyota place show up. No, yeah, 12 o'clock, 12:30. Yeah, that's okay. You can wait in line. It'll be okay. All right, ready? So now, this is gonna. I'm just gonna say, find the absolute max. Find the absolute mean. Okay, I'm gonna ask you, and this is question number 9 again. 9.777 or something. All right, there it is. 9.777 999. All right, ready? And I'm gonna draw a picture. So let's say, go to grandma number 2, because you already got 10,000 from the first grandma, and she's, I don't have any more money. That's fine. You know what you do? Go to grandma number 2, okay, and talk to her. So, Grandma, I'm doing this really important project in Palo Alto. Can I borrow a few dollars from you? She says, Sue, how much do you need? Oh, I don't know. $10,000 cash would be nice. She goes, okay, I'll get you for you. Go this afternoon, we'll go to the bank and get it for you. Okay, thank you. Grandmas are always nice. They always say yes. All right, so now this is what's gonna happen in this thing. I'm just gonna pretend here we're gonna make up a graph. All right, so you buy it right now. At this moment, you put $10,000 into the stock. Okay. As soon as you got it, it went up right there. So at 2, it was 15. In other words, you put it for 10,000, and then 2 hours later, you say, you know, I'm gonna check my stock, and it said, your stock is worth $15,000 right now. You want to sell it? He said, nah, I don't want to sell it right now. And then you wait it, and then 5 hours later, you check your stock, and you go, what? What do you mean? So now your stock is worth how much money? 3,000. So what's worth 10,000 here? And 2 hours later, it went up to 15,000. 5 hours later, it dropped down to $3,000. You say, oh man, I should have sold it over here. And then goes up again. And this is let's say at 7 hours is worth 9, or let's say 8,000. 7 hours, you're 8 here, 8,000. Okay. And then I'll do one more. I'll make it a sad day. No. He said, okay. And then 9 hours later, your stockbroker guy say, you know what, your stuff's only worth 1,000 now. You want to sell it? What do you say? Nah, just let it ride. Don't worry about it, man. So you say, you sure you want to let it ride? Yeah. I'll check it again. So you know what? We wait about 2 more hours to see what happens. And then all of a sudden it's time. Hey, they found a cure for coronavirus 19, and the stock that you bought, guess what? Is it worth more money now? So now you're 11 hours later, because you bought stock in that coronavirus or whatever it was you bought, the vaccines. So they say, you know what? It works really great. People want to buy it. They want to have your coronavirus antivirus stuff. So right now it's worth $21,000. So now here's the thing. All right, the absolute min. What do you think the absolute min is of this thing? What's the lowest it ever went? What is it? Somebody said 9.1. Yes or no? Yeah, that's right. 9 hours after you put your money in the stock market, you go, oh man, it's only worth $1,000. Yeah, the antibacterial, the coronavirus medicine you bought, it's not. Nobody has proven it's working. Okay, it's not worth much. Then all of a sudden, the greatest president ever in the world, President Trump, says it does work. And then he said that Dr. Fucci tried it on 300 people, and all 300 got cured. Guess what? I said it's going to work. At least it worked on 300 people anyway. So then, because of that, can the value of your stock go up? Yes or no? Big time, right? So after 11 hours of putting money in the stock market, is worth 21. So here's my question. What is the absolute max?
1121.
At 11.21. Okay. All right. So at 9, it was 1,000. That was your lowest. And at 11, it was what? 21,000. So now, this is what you do when you buy stock. You get it, and then whenever you feel you make the most money, you sell it. You call the guy at the stock. Hey, sell my stock. When? Right now. Sell it right now. As soon as he sells it, that's what the price you're gonna get. And if you start dropping down, I don't care because I already sold it. I got my cash. I got my $21,000 in my checking account. I'm done. Does that make sense? Like, I know you heard of those when people say, I'm saving my 401k and stuff like that, or retirement monies for the future when I stop working. That's what that's stuff. No, you don't have 401ks? Nobody? What? You don't work in, no? You don't have like annuities and perpetuities and 401ks and retirement funds? Nothing? Zero? Zero? Nothing at all?
I don't think you could do it until like you're 21, no?
You can do it anytime you want. No, you can do it when you're like a teenager. You can be 13 years old and buy stock.
Or what?
I mean, the stock, you can buy stock anytime you want. You get somebody to put it in there, you can just buy it. The 401, yeah, you're right. The 401 stuff like that, when you're working somewhere, if you're 18 at Walmart, hey, they'll let you do 401s. You're 16 years old at Target, they'll let you do 401s. They do all that stuff. They'll let you do it if you want to. But anyway, so absolute max, min, absolute min. And then absolute max is this one. Absolute max is this guy right there. Is everybody okay with absolute max, absolute mins? There's a bunch of other min, max, but I don't care about the other ones. The one I want to know is what's the absolute lowest we went? What's the absolute what? Most they went, the max. Does that make sense? For absolute max, absolute min? Yeah. Like I'll give you an example. How much, hey, I have a question for you. How much does it cost to take classes at Palo Alto? If you take 12 hours, how much do you think that tuition is? Just guess.
Is it like $1,000 something?
Yeah, it's like 1,200, right? Something like that, 1,400. It depends, you know. If you have labs, they charge you more money. But let's do that. If you take 12 hours at Palo Alto, you're gonna probably pay 1,200 or somewhere there. It depends on the zone, right? All right. So now I'm gonna tell you right now. So I went to San Antonio College, and then from there I transferred to Texas State, and then I finished my bachelor's, my master's over there. But SAC, is that the same thing as Palo Alto prices? The answer is yes. It's still $1,200, man. So then when you go to Texas State, is that a state school? So is it tuition controlled by the state? Big time, man. But my brothers and sisters, I'm gonna tell you where they went. You ever heard of that school? St. Mary's University? Is that a private school?
Yes.
Do they charge more than $1,200 for the whole semester?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you how much they charge them to go there for one semester. Palo Alto, $1,200. They go, man, it's a lot of money. Oh, damn. But then I asked my brothers, hey, how much do y'all pay for one semester at St. Mary's? They said, it's a lot. So give me a number. This is what they told me. Yes, it's thousands of dollars. What, do you know what that number is? 35,000. What does that mean? $35,000 to go one semester at St. Mary's. I said, come to SAC, man. They go, no, we want to go to St. Mary's, a private school. I said, but you're going to have to sign student loans. So if you sign student loans for 35, do you owe lots of money to the student loan people?
Yes.
But if you go 1,200, I mean, it's still a lot of money. $2,400 that you owe, right? So you're gonna owe probably like $4,000, man. But when they came out of college, they told me, I said, how much do you owe at school? They said, over 200,000. So I told them, 200,000. Yeah, but we didn't pay it off in 30 years, though. Oh, okay. So then I told them, why didn't you go to SAC with me? Why didn't you go to Texas State with me? They said, no, we didn't want to go. We wanted to go to a private university with our best friends from high school. I said, okay, that's fine. Cool. I'm glad. Anyway, let me stop right there. What time is it? Give me a time.
12:08.
The next one will take longer. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. This is what I want you to do for your. You're gonna go test number 1 on my math lab, and you're gonna do question number 1, 2, 3, 5, and I think you already did those, but and then 6, 7, 8, and what do we get to the number 9, right? Okay. So for next Monday, I'll check on Sunday night. I'll check the computer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To do those questions, and once you get the answer, you'll have a check mark by your name. Does that make sense? Just do that. If you get it wrong, do it again. If you get it wrong, do it again. Just keep doing it till you get it right, okay? All right. Also, try to get a TI 83 or a TI 84. 83 or 84. One of those machines by next Wednesday, a week from today. Not Monday, but when? 1 week from now. Bring what? Get a TI 84. Okay, I'm gonna start doing stuff graphing. If you're not, you're just gonna sit there all lost on it, man. All right. Okay. Well, let's stop right there. That's fine. Everybody okay with it? Everybody okay with it? Yeah. All right, man. All right. I'll talk to you on Monday. Have fun in the weekend, okay? Have fun Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll see y'all later, man. I'm gonna shut it off.
I got a
Class.
question.
Oh man, who is this? Who is this? Okay, ask me. Go ahead, ask me.
So
I'm
we
just-
only have to do Save Kelly and then the 4 test.
Yeah, the say Kelly, don't even do that one because that ones are easy numbers, and that one I was just gonna use as a lab grade. That's just something that I use to curve your grade up. Does that make sense? Like if at the end I go, oh man, he has an 87. I don't want him to get 87. Oh look, he did Save Kelly. He did a bunch of them. Can I add 3 points to his average? Yes, because he worked extra hard on the Kelly. So that one I use it just to curve things up. Does that make sense? But if you got test 1, 2, 3 in the final, you have a bunch of 90, 90, 99. Do you have to do Save Kelly? Yeah, you don't need to. You're good enough as it is. But that one's just what I use for curving grades. Does that make sense?
Okay,
So-
thank you so much.
So that's all. If you got 66, you go, man, I don't want to get a stupid D in this class. Oh, don't worry about it. You did the Kelly ones? Yeah. Okay, don't worry. Now it's a C. Don't worry about it. So, but what you need to worry about is only test 1, 2, 3 in the final. So what are you gonna do? Test number 1, those questions I tell you. That's what you're gonna do. That's all. Any other questions on it? No? Okay, well, I'll see y'all later, man. Good luck. Have fun on the weekend. I'm gonna lock it off in a second. About 30 seconds, I'm gonna shut it off. Let's see. All right, ready, and I'll see y'all later. Monday? Yes?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ask me. Ask me. Go ahead.
When is test 1 due?
And also, there's no due date on them. I changed all the dates because they had some dates on the calendar that you turned in by this date. It doesn't matter. If you turn it in, if you finish it 1 week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, it doesn't matter. All I'm gonna do is the last week of December, I'm gonna make sure that you did test 1, 2, 3 in the final. That's all. That's the due date. The last week of the first week in December, that's your due date. How's that? For everything. So if you don't finish test 1 this week, don't worry about it. If you finish next week, don't worry about it. You finish next week, see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter. As long as you finish them by the first week in December, you're good. Okay, is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
I think it's okay. All right, anything else you want to ask me? Nah? Okay, well, I'll see you later. I'm going to shut it off then. I'm going to take off my Zoom then. All right, thank you. Bye.